President Trump, hours after becoming president, signing pardons for the January Sixers. Moments later, January Sixer Ryan Nichols being released from prison. This happened last night. He was in custody, facing a long time in jail. And now he's a free man. There he is with his wife, Bonnie, and other family members. Congratulations to Ryan Nichols and Christopher Worrell, also pardoned by President Trump, who I believe was on house arrest just last night. Welcome to you all. Christopher, you're joined by your wife, I believe. Welcome to you, and welcome, Ryan. How do you guys feel? Ryan, first to you, if you don't mind.
I feel great. It really feels surreal. I appreciate you having us on so we can share this experience with others. I never thought that this day was going to come. Like we talked about if President Trump was reelected, the possibility of getting that pardon. He said he was going to do that, ran on that campaign promise, and then did that. And it changed our life overnight. It changed hundreds and thousands of people's lives overnight. My children, my wife, my family, and many others. And it's very surreal. And we thank President Trump for doing this for us. Thank you so much, President Trump.
It's amazing. Look, you heard the promise. Did you ever think, oh boy, I hope he keeps this? Did you have doubts? Anybody, did you wonder, boy, is he really going to do it?
Absolutely. You hear that online. You hear when Vice President J.D. Vance, made the statement violent versus nonviolent. I know people were upset about it. So there were a couple of times when you would hear something different, that wasn't confirmation bias to you. But ultimately, we trusted that President Trump would do the right thing. I know my attorney, Joseph McBride, was like, look, I've talked to the right people. He is going to do the right thing. Just trust me. And so we just had to trust. And we did. And he did exactly what he said he was going to do. And he didn't leave us behind. And we appreciate that, President Trump.
Stand by, Ryan. Christopher Worrell joining us. Congratulations. Your record has been cleared, and you're with your wife, Trish. How do you feel? At one point, I think you were facing about 10 years in the slammer.
Yes, sir. 120 months, and with no evidence to back up any of their charges. They just had a picture, and it was the most bizarre thing I ever went through in my whole life, obviously. But I gotta thank our Lord, all the people in this country that supported us, and for 4 years. It's amazing. I think, of course, our president, I knew he'd hold his promise as long as he got in there. But we've been blessed as a country, and now we have to focus on making it right.
Trish, the way I see it, ma'am, yes, many people were on your husband's side, but if you watch TV day in and day out, read the newspaper, the January Sixers were so unfairly villainized, demonized. These were the worst. They lumped them in with ISIS and Al-Qaeda terrorists. You heard that. I'm assuming you heard that. I heard that day after day. Well, what did that do to you? Did you find that demoralizing?
Yes, I had death threats at my house, drive-bys, all kinds of different things. It was exhausting, extremely exhausting. Lost family members, friends. I lost my job. There was a numerous amount of items that happened. It took us to hell and back, basically.
Yeah.
It was a nightmare. It still is a nightmare, but we're on the upside, and we're going to make things right, and one day at a time. And we definitely thank you so much, Greg, for all that you've done. Every single night I watched you. Incredible. Thank you so much for your voices. Really appreciative.
Well, Trish, thank you, and thank you very much. It was an honor, and I quite frankly was shocked at times that more people weren't joining me and Newsmax and President Trump, because the injustice was off the charts.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.